Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about how narcissists manipulate you to keep you chasing after them. A lot of people have a hard time letting go of the narcissist, okay? And I'm going to go through the reasons of why the narcissist gets you in a position where you're always chasing after the narcissist. You're always thirsty for the narcissist's attention. And it's because the narcissist has manipulated you. And I'm going to go through the ways that they manipulate you to always get you to a point where you're always chasing after them, all right? Or you can't let go of them. So let me get into the reasons for this. Number one, how a narcissist keeps you chasing them. Well, what happens with a narcissist is they show you affection at different times, okay? And this is what causes the cognitive dissonance in a lot of people. Because, of course, the narcissist starts out great. They all start out great in the beginning. That's when you're going to see the best of that narcissist. They're going to be accommodating. They're going to give you attention. They're going to flatter you. They're going to blow up your phone with texts. They're going to keep you on the phone for hours. But then all of that starts to dwindle after a while, okay? And you're still trying to get that person that you had in the beginning. You know, you remember the narcissist as loving, attention they gave you, making you feel good, making you feel safe in the beginning. And then the narcissist starts to change, okay? Maybe they're cold, they're distant, they make excuses why they can't see you, all right? They may start to devalue you. And you're sitting there and you're saying, well, what's going on here? Did I do something? You know, what did I do to make the narcissist feel this way? Or you may start pulling away from the narcissist. Now, listen here, okay? When you start pulling back from the narcissist is going to draw you back in again. That is the re-love bombing. They're going to, come out of nowhere and say, oh, I love you. Did I tell you I love you today? They may come put their arm around you, hug you, kiss you. So now you're seeing that affection again out of the narcissist. And this is what's keeping you there, okay? This is what's keeping you there. Those bits of affection that they show you to draw you back in, okay? Because it's like this. I've had many clients, and I even went through this myself, that have said to me, well, I remember the narcissists, they weren't always awful. There were times where they were really nice and we had good times and, they tried to help me out and they were good at times. And see, this is the thing. They will be good at times, but you have to look at the timing of that. When were they good to you? Were they good to you when they needed something out of you? Were they good to you when they saw you were pulling away? So now they're going to, draw you back in by telling you how much they love you, care about you, show you affection. Because a narcissist is going to do that to draw you back in. This is what they're going to do, all right? So this is what fools people, and this is what keeps people chasing or hooked on the narcissist. Those little bits of affection that the narcissist gave you, all right? That is manipulation, you guys. That is manipulation. Now, the next thing that the narcissist does or manipulates you to keep you chasing after them is they run cold, okay? They run cold on you. Maybe they tell you they don't want to have sex with you. Maybe they're sitting next to you on the couch and they act like you're not even there. Maybe they're not talking much. And what they'll do is they'll gaslight you. They'll say, oh, I'm just tired from work. Or, I have a lot of things going on with my family or something. They'll make excuses and they'll be cold. And what's that going to do? That's going to make you thirsty for them. That's what that's going to do. You're going to be constantly trying to get that affection that you once saw out of them. And you're not going to understand why they keep running cold on you. See, a normal person doesn't do this, okay? A normal relationship, people have their bad days, but it's not like this roller coaster with a narcissist. And that's because a narcissist is not authentic. They're not real, okay? The love that they're showing you is not sincere. It's for a benefit, whatever benefit it is to get out of you. It's to keep you around. It's to keep you in the relationship, all right? Plenty of narcissists are with people that they really don't even like, but they're with them because they want something or they're using them for something, even if it's for attention. This is what people forget about. They could be with you for sex, they could be with you for money, they could be with you for a place to live, or they could be with you just for the attention that you give them. They get a high of seeing you chase after them, all right? So they could control you with coldness. Now, alongside of that is they control you with the silent treatment, all right? This you're talking about now, basically your covert narcissist. This is more emotional abuse, passive-aggressive behavior to control you. So when you say or do something they don't like, they're going to run stone cold on you, and they're going to give you that silent treatment. This is to punish you, okay? And what is the purpose of this? To have you chase after them, beg them for forgiveness. They want you to go on your knees, submit to them, and tell them how wrong you are. It's a power play. It's for control. Don't ever, ever go chasing the narcissist when they give you the silent treatment. You have to let them go silent. If they want to go silent for months, let them go silent, because it's a power struggle. Because if you give in to that narcissist, they will have control over you, and they'll always pull this crap with you. Every time you have an argument or something with them, they're going to run into the silent treatment, and they know that you can't stand it. When they know you can't stand it, they're going to do it more just to torture you, all right, and to control you. And this is how they'll get you chasing. They'll go cold on you, all right? So that's another way that they keep you in the relationship, hooked and chasing after them, all right? Now, another way that narcissists keep you chasing or keep you hooked even is they make you jealous, all right? They love to make people jealous. So what they're going to do is they're going to flirt in front of you, okay? Now, they could be flirting because they really in front of you because they really don't care about you and they're just going to do their thing. They feel they have you locked in their pocket, so they could do whatever they want regardless of whether you're sitting there or not. And they could flirt in front of you because they're trying to show you that they are a valuable, commodity that people want, all right? They want you to see the attention that other people give them, and that's to eat away at your gut and to make you feel insecure. This is what they want to do. They want to put insecurity in you by flirting to other people. That's their way of saying, hey, I don't need you, okay? Look at me. I'm getting attention from other people. And if you don't act right, there's other people that I could go with, okay? So it's a very cruel thing. And that's mad disrespect. If somebody flirts in front of you, that is mad disrespect, and that person needs to be kicked to the curb, okay? Because if they're flirting in front of you, imagine what they're doing behind your back. Forget it, all right? Forget it. But this is a way they also keep you chasing after them. Female covert narcissists do this all the time, okay? When they're out, they'll be flirting with other supply right in front of you because they want to drive you crazy, okay? Now, alongside that, with how the narcissist keeps you chasing, is they show attention to others and they make you have to always chase for attention. So again, you see them always nice to everybody. Hey, if you need any help for this, they're nice to the neighbors. They're nice to other people when you're out. They ignore you when you're out, and they're giving everybody else their attention. This is to make you feel insecure. And one of the reasons is they want to make you insecure, and also for their image to look like the shining star to everybody else. What a nice guy. What a nice girl. This way, nobody ever thinks of them as this monster, right, at home. But you know what they are, okay? But this also keeps you on your toes because that's going to give you, it's it's not necessarily flirting, but it's showing attention to other people, and it's not giving you the attention. And what does that do, you guys? That causes insecurity within yourself because you feel like there's a problem with you. Why are they nice to everybody else and not nice to you? So automatically, if you don't know who the fuck you are, you're going to say, oh, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem, that they're nice to everybody and they're not nice to me. Okay? That's why you got to know who the fuck you are. You're dealing with a narcissist who's playing mind games with you, who's trying to belittle you and make you feel inferior. Okay? You're not any less than the narcissist. Keep that in mind. Never, ever. If anything, you're superior to the narcissist, and that's why you're a threat to that narcissist. So why they want to put you to make you feel insecure so that you are always thinking that you're the problem, okay? And this goes with how they get you to keep you in a relationship and keep you chasing as well, is they're constantly gaslighting you. They're always telling you, oh, you're crazy. That's gaslighting, okay? To make you think you have a problem with yourself. Oh, you have mental issues. Oh, the problem is you. Oh, you always make a big deal out of everything. Oh, you're so insecure. Okay, this is gaslighting. This is what they do to make you think, am I the problem? Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I do need to go to therapy. No, you don't need to go to therapy if you're walking in the truth. You don't need to go to therapy. You're dealing with a narcissist that's gaslighting you to play with your mind and make you think that you're the problem, okay? So if you always think that you're the problem, you're never going to be able to let go of that narcissist because you're going to think that you did something wrong and that they didn't do it. So this is why you got to be focused when you're dealing with a narcissist. You've got to be able to recognize gaslighting. I did videos on this and podcasts on this, you guys, about the gaslighting. Go check them out on my YouTube channel at the Game Exposed Podcast and do a search on my channel for gaslighting, and you'll see all that I've done to help you understand it, all right? But narcissists will keep you hooked because you're going to be gaslit and you're going to always think that you did something wrong. And when people leave the relationship, most of the time, what that comes out of their mouths is they're always like, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I questioned them too much. Maybe I didn't try enough. Okay? No, if you were being a fair person, okay, and you really tried, and your heart was pure, you didn't do anything wrong, okay? But the narcissist planted that seed to keep you confused, to keep you, mind fucked, so that you always are like trying to chase after them and thinking that, you did something wrong, all right? Now, another way that narcissists keep you chasing them is, or rather, they keep you hooked, right? I should have called it more how they keep you hooked. A narcissist never wants to just end it and move on. What they want to do is they want to say, let's be friends, okay? The narcissist doesn't want to be friends with you. The narcissist wants to keep you around so they have access to you, so that they can walk back into your life later on, okay? Because a lot of times when they say, oh, we could still stay friends, maybe, all right, so it didn't work out, whatever, but, I'd still want to be friends with you. If you stay friends with the narcissist, understand this, they're going to always come back to cause some kind of drama because they're going to play with your emotions. It's going to be harder for you to move on and deal with somebody new because the narcissist is going to come back, re-love bomb you, tell you how they're thinking about you, telling you how much they care about you, even though you're supposedly, quote unquote, just friends. Okay, that's the biggest farce going, okay? You're not friends, all right? You're not friends. Unless they want to stay friends, they want to be friends with benefits. They just want to use you for friends with benefits or something like that. And also, they say they want to be friends so that they could see what's going on in your life. What's going on in your life, right? They know what's going on. They could keep tabs on you. And they know when they could come back and wreak havoc on your life so that you can't move on and be happy. Because I mentioned this in my podcast a while back. Narcissists don't want you to move on and be happy. They want to keep you stuck on them, all right? They want you stuck on them. They don't ever want to let go of you. I did a post about this yesterday where I talked about narcissists don't want to see you move on and be happy. They want to keep you like an old shoe. They have the old shoe. They don't wear the shoe, but they don't want to let go of that shoe. They still want access to that shoe whenever they feel like putting that shoe on. And it's similar to how they deal with you and their exes. They don't want to totally, it's very rarely is it a full discard, okay? Very rarely, unless it really was a big blowout. And believe me, I've seen big blowouts where the narcissist still comes back. It depends on if they need something from you. But that's similar to what it's like with a narcissist. They want to keep in contact with you. They want to still be friends. And this is how they keep you still hooked and around. And you're still giving access to that narcissist because you're talking to them. You're letting them know what's going on in your life. And they like that because now they know when you're down and when they can come back in, or when you're doing well, they can come back in and spoil it for you, okay? So you have to be very careful. This is why you shouldn't let a narcissist know anything that's going on in your life, because they'll try to sabotage you, all right? Because they don't have your best interest at heart. Now, this person was not sincere, was in a relationship with you, lied to you, gaslit you, blame shifted you, cheated on you in some instances, did all these toxic things. So why do you want to be friends with this person? You don't, okay? They don't deserve access to you. Think about what this person did. They treated you like a jerk. Why are you going to even let them into your world? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. If you are still doing that, then you're still trauma bonded to them. You're still trauma bonded to them, and you're not at a point yet where you can let them go. You still need more education. You still need more time so you can make that break. Because what's going to happen is that narcissist is going to keep coming back, leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back, leaving. These are the relationships that are toxic, the most toxic, where they break up, they get back together. They break up, they get back together. They break up. So what's going on in this? I'll tell you what's going on in this. Every time you're breaking up, that narcissist is going with other supply. They're getting their cake and eat it too. They go with that other supply, then they come back in your life, tell you, baby, I miss you, I love you. Oh, I didn't do anything. I was just sitting on the couch. Meanwhile, they were out every night, okay? But they're playing Mr. or Mrs. Innocence. All right, you guys? These people are not sitting home, crying over you. They're out. They're trying to fill that void. They're trying to, cover up that wound so they don't feel any kind of pain from the loss of you. So they're going to want to stay friends. So nip that in the butt if you can, all right? There's nothing good that becomes of that. Next thing, how narcissists keep you chasing or hooked. Like I said before, the bits of affection, and they tell you things like, I love you. You know how many people melt when they hear, I love you? I was one of those people when I was dealing with the malignant narcissist. Like he would ghost me and then he'd come back and say, I love you. And I was like, I just melted, okay? Because I was so trauma bonded at the time. I was really trauma bonded to this person because I didn't realize what I was dealing with, okay? At that time, I didn't see him for what he is. Today, I know exactly what he is. And if he ever pulled that, he wouldn't even get me. He wouldn't even get me. He wouldn't even get me, okay? So that's how you come into your power, all right? But they'll use those little, claims of affection. I love you. I miss you. I care about you. I want you. All these kind of things. And this is how they keep you hooked. All right. Now, the thing that I want to bring up too is this, you guys. A lot of times when you're trauma bonded to a narcissist, we know the narcissist is toxic and they do terrible things. But a lot of times too, you have a hard time letting go of the narcissist because of the emptiness that you have inside. And you may have emptiness and you don't even realize it. And it could be from your own inner child, your own childhood trauma that you may have gone through, and you have this emptiness inside you. And this is why you may not want to be alone. This is maybe why you put up with the things that you put up with the narcissist, because you're trying so hard to make it work. You're trying so hard to make it work. And in doing so, you put up with a lot of abuse when you shouldn't, okay? Because a lot of times you're an empath that wants to, you want to give people chances. And not everybody deserves chances or should get chances. And you find out later on that you wasted your time with somebody like a narcissist because they're not going to change. But what you have to also realize is that God made you whole, all right? I'm sure that's going to get copied, okay? God made you whole. So what that means exactly is that you don't need that narcissist to, fulfill you. You fulfill yourself, all right? You can fulfill yourself without the narcissist or without anybody else in your life, okay? Because the one that's in you is greater than anyone on this earth. And when you realize that, you will have your power, okay? And you will not allow somebody to treat you less than you deserve. And people really have to come into their own. And a lot of times, like I was talking to my daughter about this, and we were talking about when people really regain their power again. And from my personal experience, you regain your power only when you have hit bottom, okay? Which I have hit bottom, all right? And then you come back, and you come back strong. Not everybody comes back strong, but a lot of people do, okay? So the thing is this, you guys, your pain becomes your strength. So use that pain that you went through with that narcissist to become a stronger person and to not allow anybody to disrespect you the way that narcissist disrespected you. And recognize those red flags that you saw with the narcissist. Just because they're nice at times does not make them an overall nice person, okay? Keep that in mind. Narcissists can be nice at times. They could be fun at times. You could have great sex with a narcissist. You could have great fun with a narcissist. But they could also be toxic as hell, all right? And they could also destroy you, destroy your confidence, destroy your mental health, which in turn destroys your physical health and breaks you down and breaks you, who is a child of God, down and breaks your spirit. So the minute that you see toxic is the minute that you say, not today, Satan. Nah, I'm not going to be fooled by this. I'm not going to be fooled by this. So don't be fooled by those bits of affection and attention that the narcissist gives you. Don't be fooled by that, because that inconsistency is your red flag, okay, that they're playing games with you. So, you have to realize that, you're not going to chase after anybody, because chasing after someone never leads to a good place. Never, never. I was talking to a client about this, and I was like, the last thing you want to do is chase somebody, because you lose all your power. And all of these tactics that I've discussed today in this podcast are how the narcissist wants you to chase them and look for their validation. And guess what? You're not going to do it, because you're going to lose your power if you do. And then if you do lose your power, that narcissist is going to treat you like first-class garbage. And you can't allow that to happen, all right? So you have to be better than that, and, respect yourself. You have to respect yourself. And, if somebody's running cold all the time, that's a red flag. If somebody's saying they love you but not showing that they love you, that's a red flag. All right? If somebody's making excuses not to see you, that's a red flag. Okay? So know these red flags and know that this narcissist is trying to keep you around for some sort of benefit. Okay? I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe, share the podcast, share the video. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, check out the link in the bio. I'm going to be away, but then I'm coming back, you guys. So check it out, and check out my YouTube at The Game Exposed Podcast. Facebook is The Game EXP 123. Instagram is The Game EXP 123. And TikTok is The Game Exposed. And have a great day.